Hello, ECST graduates. I'm Emily Allen. I'm the Dean of the College of ECST, and I'm so pleased to see that you've joined us for this virtual celebration. Welcome also to your families and your friends and to our faculty and our staff. Tonight, we recognize and celebrate your accomplishments together here and following this program at your separate department Zooms, where your names will be read and you will be recognized. First, let me say that we are thrilled to be awarding 574 bachelor's degrees and 91 master's degrees from the college this year. This includes students graduating from the following programs: Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Computer Science, Industrial Technology, Fire Protection Administration and Technology, Aviation Administration, and Graphic Communication. It also includes students earning their Master of Science degrees in Civil, Mechanical, or Electrical Engineering, Computer Science, Material Science and Engineering, and Industrial Management. I hope that all of you are as proud of yourselves as I am of you. Now, when I graduated from high school in the last century, and then when I graduated from college with my engineering degree, and again, when I completed my PhD, I was lucky enough to have both my parents be able to attend my graduations. And certainly they were joyful moments. My high school graduation ceremony was inside a hot auditorium. College was outside in the rain on the steps of a mighty library. And my graduate degree was awarded in the bright sun in an immense football stadium. I wore my cap and gown, each one getting fancier as I progressed my education. Each time I remember feeling a large weight come off my shoulders. And I also remember an enormous sense of uncertainty as I wondered what would come next in my life. And even though I can't remember much about what any of the speakers said, I remember the feeling of accomplishment that I had. A year from now, you probably won't remember much of what we say this evening either, but you will remember a big weight lifting off your shoulders. No doubt you'll also remember finishing your bachelor's or your master's degree at home after spending your last year learning remotely, sheltering in place with your family, your chosen companions, or on your own. And you will remember that when you graduated, the world was starting to open up again. The economy was coming back, and vaccinations had become routine business against a disease you never heard of when you started your degree program. You'll remember that despite the challenges of this pandemic year, you persevered and you earned that degree. As the next phase of your life begins to take shape, you'll remember your favorite professors, the classmates you studied with, the staff who helped you out, the moments where you understood something deeply for the first time, and the projects where you designed and built something you never thought you would be able to do. And when you look back at your education, you won't remember that your graduation recognition was virtual. You'll only remember that Cal State LA was the starting point for your career. We are here to celebrate you today. We are so proud of you and what you have accomplished, and we look forward to hearing about where you go next. We know you will be leaders in your field and within your families and communities, and that you will change the world for the better. We hope to see you at an in-person commencement ceremony this summer, and we would love to see you in person on campus when you come back to show us who you have become and what you have accomplished. In the meantime, please hold on to your identities as proud golden eagles and soar. Congratulations. And now I'd like to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Tony Reese. Tony graduated from Cal State LA with a bachelor's degree in industrial technology in 1991. He put himself through school working full-time as a BMW mechanic. He even taught the power and technology course here part-time. After graduation and after working for a while, Tony attended MIT's dual master's program in manufacturing operations. He then led Harley-Davidson's engineering operations. He developed consumer electronics products at Plantronics, and he started consulting in operations and supply chain planning for large organizations like Microsoft, Dell, PlayStation, and many others. He's now a managing director at Scimitar Inc., a life sciences consultancy working with large organizations like Roche, Genentech, and Gilead Sciences, as well as emerging biotech startups. Tony also serves as vice chair of the College of ECST Dean's Advisory Board, and he has been a generous donor to the university. Now, please welcome our alumnus, Tony Rees, who will inspire you with his words. Tony.
Thank you, Emily. It's a pleasure to actually have this opportunity to address you. Emily asked me a while back if I'd be willing to do this, and I've been reflecting on my experiences at Cal State LA at the time when I was graduating, and actually had to look at my LinkedIn profile just to remember when I actually did graduate from Cal State LA. But I had a fantastic experience there, and I imagine that you did as well. And I moved to LA because I was hoping to attend the automotive program there, and in the 4 years that I was there, my experiences transformed in two big dimensions. First of all, much bigger than just automotive, but secondarily, there was this level of confidence that I think Emily was speaking to a minute ago about having accomplished something really big and significant. And when I thought about, wow, words to inspire this group of graduates, I thought, wow, that's kind of ironic considering that you all just managed to complete your course of education in a global pandemic. And I'm thinking about the flexibility, persistence, adaptability, and just get it done attitude that it takes to do that when everything shuts down and we're all remote and we're all trying to be productive and can't really interact face to face. And so I'm really inspired by you as a graduating class having achieved this in this time. And I'm thinking back, when I graduated, it was a big deal for me. I felt, as Emily said, a big weight lift off my shoulders. But there was this thing that I saw or experienced, and it was this: what does it feel like to have chosen to do something, and then expended a lot of energy to do it, and then to actually complete it? And for me, that was kind of formative for my thinking about all the projects I would undertake in the future, and I've rested kind of on that confidence, which I am sure maybe even today you don't feel that exactly, but in the coming days, the dawning of, wow, I did it, is going to land, and it's a big deal. I'm imagining interviews where a recruiter might say, well, why do you think you can do this? And you're like, well, I managed to pull off my course of studies during a global pandemic. I think I can do it. I can pretty much do anything. And anyway, so I'm inspired by your accomplishments today, and I know that this is the beginning of a journey. And there's, I'm wishing for you to have great adventures, interests, and successes in the future. One of the things I wanted to share with you today was maybe just a piece of thoughtful advice about the learning that you have today. I think that I would reflect on what it feels like to know something, and use that maybe as a baseline going forward. Things change, a lot of things change. I was thinking back to when I was at Cal State LA, this new technology was coming out. They called it 3D stereolithography. Today, it's rapid prototyping in all forms across all industries, and it kind of transformed the way products are developed and introduced into the marketplace. And it was just a gleam in somebody's eye when I was at Cal State LA. Just like today, we talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning and virtual reality and the Internet of Things and 5G and cloud computing. Like, all of these things are going to radically change the world we live in the coming years and decades. And as that's happened over time, one of the things that I think you'll have in your toolkit is I know what it feels like to actually learn something. I know how to study. I know how to adapt and maybe grow in all these situations that are going to evolve as they will over time. And I think if you can bookmark that sense of knowing today, and then really recognize when you don't know something, and you can, but at the same time, you can go learn it. You've proven that. These are really just, I think, cornerstones to the way I've been thinking about and adapting. As Emily said, my career has gone many places, from automotive to consumer electronics into life sciences. And in all those changes, I've had to learn and grow. And I relied on my experiences from Cal State LA in learning how to study and how to know something, how to actually become maybe competent in a new material or new area. Anyway, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what, as I said, the kind of adventures you're going to have and the kind of experiences and successes. And I wish you all the best. I guess I would just add, don't forget to turn off your mute when you are on your virtual presentations. And with that, I'll just hand it back to Emily and wish you to go and celebrate your accomplishments. This is a really big day.
Thank you so much, Tony. Those were inspiring words, and I think we will remember those. What you've learned here is the ability to keep learning. And you've certainly done that throughout your career. Before turning things over to the next phase of this graduation recognition, I want to thank Daniel Galvan and Hasmik Simon, Fernando Loza, Yin Tam, and Ken Chan for helping with today's programs, as well as your department chairs and faculty. And now let me hand things off to Associate Dean Jane Dong to provide some information about the next events for each of you and how you get to your departmental events.
Thank you, Dean Allen, and thank you so much, Tony, for the wonderful speech. I totally agree that we will always remember that, especially this is also from alumni from our own college. Thank you so much. So this actually concludes the college part of the virtual celebration event. And I want to also say congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to the family, to the students, to the friends. You should be very proud of you, the class of 2021. Now you are invited to join your department celebration, and you should have received the link to the department celebration when you register for the event. And in the meanwhile, Daniel is posting the link again in the chat box. So you will see the link in the chat box as well.